Give it a little bit. We'll hop on, do a bit of farming. See where we're at. Really does look like, depending on the title, man, people will hop in. Otherwise, these daily streams are probably just something else that pops up on your YouTube front page. It takes a bit. There we go. Should be having a link now that I can post. Maybe not. I don't think this one is going to be particularly exciting. We're just trying to get weapon imbues going, which means we'll probably run out of resources at some point, and then I'll have to kind of chill on it. Yeah. Some tunes going. My playlists on YouTube have not been very good. This one's at least kind of decent. More drums and bassy. Okay. We have a shit ton of keys. That might actually be good for resources later. But the goal, I think, right now, weapon, let's see. We can kind of do some more plans, but I think the easiest way for us to get weapons is actually to do Obel Nightmare Dungeons. And then just spam them out. I think I've dropped most of them. We'll do that one. And then I kind of want to swap. So we're on a build setup that's gold find. I want to swap. Let's see. I've been doing a lot of farming on builds that are just dying in T12. The on death stuff, so I think this is one of my tankiest versions. Oh, we were in our, never mind, hold up. I put together the ancient set, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, not what I'm looking to do today. We're gonna go for the gold one, and then I'm gonna swap off. Got a new weapon. Same deal, we're gonna swap on the Ariat set, but I did not realize, man, there's I wish I could like put certain spots in the stash to just kind of have my charms at all times. And anytime I hit like sort or whatever, just ignore them. That'd be pretty nice. Put all this shit away too, yeah. We have room. We were quickly running out of room again. I'm constantly like ripping stuff out of the stash. But okay, let's start with the boss kill. It's in Daryl. I've also yet to put in, and maybe that's like one of the biggest hits we could get, is some kind of mythic with like a crazy imbue on it. But I've yet to craft any imbues. Or transfigurations, whatever they're called, on mythics. I still have all of my resplendent sparks from the, whatever you call it, like the season journey. I'm just kind of saving them until I decide exactly what I want to spend everything on. The build we're on right now is not a boss killer, it's like, I just have a leap. So it's more for like speed farming stuff, but it should be easy to kill most of the bosses here with the damage that we have is just crazy. That's a single GA Selig, I think. I've yet to run a Selig build. We set up the Ancients builds just for fun. Oh, it's done. But we've yet to set up the Selig build. Resource Gen is one of the best options there. I think all stats is really good too. Good pick up though. Alright, Helltide. Helltide is decent for weapons, I think. The issue is that we can't like specify what type. Whereas Obols, it's just guaranteed. We get two-handed maces over and over again, so still go do it. The hope is to eventually get to level 7 for Nightmare Dungeon so we can set up the Goblin. Go either way. The Goblin Shrine farm thing, I think. Again, I haven't looked into too many videos yet, but that seemed to be a decent setup. But yeah, so this is just kind of like the same HotA build we've always been running, except I added Leap, and then I added the pants. So we just get to hop around, and it's way faster. I don't like it. We also turned off Screen Shake. Yeah, I don't like the fact that Leap seems to be the most broken Barb movement. I was a big fan of Charge early on, and it really felt like Charge is kind of shit compared to Leap, so... we can try a Hellspire. We got a friend here. Be fine. Yeah, we were running... Oh, wait, maybe I go back to that build. I actually 100% want to go back to this other build. We were running a triple setup. Like, if we don't need the damage, triple set seems like a lot of fun. It was the highest toughness I've ever seen. And I'm really not sure what GGG Jesus. What Blizzard is trying to do with endgame. If their design is actually that everybody should be running Selig, then it's like, okay, I guess having defenses in your game is pointless for leaderboard stuff. If you're like balancing around literally invincibility, so I don't know. I'd like that to not be the case. I'd like us to be able to find a way to defensively kind of just make it work. But we'll know more tomorrow when the patch hits. I feel like this end part of the Hellspire takes a little too long. Just kind of sitting there doing nothing for a bit. Amount of runes though. Alright, let's check where weapons are. We also got the Hell's Prize Helltide setup, and it's been pretty underwhelming so far. It might be something that I'm just like not picking up on, but maybe like multiple GA affix items is what it's like boosting, but in general, it's really hard to get something of what you want from that. So even right now, like a single GA weapon, it's not going to be too much of an upgrade, but maybe it should be something that we put time into crafting. Just because the imbue is so much stronger. And it's going to take a long time for us to get any of that going. That's some good shit. We'll stay until Hubborn spawns, and then we'll bounce to the Obel setup. Also was trying to prio the Undercity, because we haven't done it enough, so we had like a pretty low activity level. Pretty good for XP. Where you at, bud? It'll never not be funny to me. Really frustrating when you're in the pit to get blown up, but outside of that. Let me go try the triple setup. Then we're going to head to Nightmare Escalation with Obels. And we're probably going to be hopping back and forth on this a good amount. But the hope is we just spam out two-handed maces, get that going. Dude, I instinctively like leave these dungeons. Something I might look into on stream today is the attack speed breakdown. Before there were different affixes that applied to two separate pools of attack speed, and then I think they changed them. And I actually don't know how it works. I don't think it's mattered too much with the current setup, but better to know than to not know. Yo, the cast speed on Leap is so much slower with the triple. But we should be unkillable. That's my thought. Like, if we see stacking on death effects, I think we have to move, but a single explosion like that Hellborn, I think we're fine. Alright, we're maxed out. Yeah, so the goal is to make, like, a strength, weapon damage, max life, crit multi-weapon, double socket, put on limitless, and then imbue it until we hit the gem mod, but I don't think we're gonna hit the gem mod. So this isn't something that's like, oh, I'm gonna force this and we're definitely gonna see it today. It's gonna be all RNG. That is a good setup. That is also really good. All damage is okay. I'll save it, but don't really care. This one's going to be way easier to roll. We want to reroll off the resource mod here. And we'll have a pretty high likelihood of weapon or strength. We got weapon damage. It's kind of low, which sucks, but it is what it is. And then we just add on stats. Should be fine. High strength roll, so all good there. If I really want to do this today, maybe we don't do it one at a time. Because there's gonna be a lot of downtime if we go this route. Oh my god, we have no Forgotten Souls? Oh god, dude. Never mind. Oh, fucking A. Yeah, we're just out. Let me go farm some bosses, I guess. Let me see how far we get with the triple set with Andariel, because we just killed her. Dude, that's so fucking lame, man. I don't know how trade works in this game, but what I'm thinking is if you're like true min-maxing, you're probably training for the weapon and then doing the bullshit afterwards. Because that right there, like, I thought I'd been playing a good amount, but apparently I haven't been collecting Forgotten Souls at all. Last stream we wasted a bunch. Now I regret that a lot, but like, even with how many we spent, it's just, the numbers are crazy. See how many souls we get per run. I feel like it's just 200s or so. And I don't know how many we need for like a full. It's 59 per boss kill? We're so fucked, dude. Okay. So maybe today's stream then is just stacking up a bunch of GA weapons, and then I have to farm Forgotten Souls in some other way, but that doesn't look fun. The numbers there. I completed the season journey and got like a ton of Forgotten Souls. And I knew it was gonna bite me in the ass eventually, where I was just gonna run out of the free ones they gave me. It just happened way faster than I thought it would. That was pretty good. Can keep farming for the Frenzy Amy. The attack speed with Secheron's pretty funny. Alright, finish with the masterwork. We're probably gonna have to reroll though. Yeah. But these don't require... Okay, thank God. Thank God the reroll doesn't require anything. We're looking for crit damage multi. We hit it. We throw on Limitless, and then we just hit it with the Imbue. Okay. Best way to farm Forgotten Souls D4. What is the actual answer? As of May 2026. Blood Maiden in Helltides? That doesn't sound right. You can farm up Forgotten Souls pretty quickly doing Legions and Cuirassed. Interesting. We'll see what Undercity is the one for Forgotten Souls, but it'd have to give me like 500 per run or some shit for me to be happy. I don't know. It's something that we can't force, so the stream title is just wrong. I thought I could just force this today. It's not a thing. Wonder how much of the second tank. Just so tanky. We got the polearm. The bleed polearm. We haven't yet to do a bleed build yet. But that could also be something fun we try to figure out today. Shattered Vow. Let me actually just destroy it. We've already got a few of them, and I kind of want to see how many Forgotten Souls it turns into. 147. Alright, so mythics are fucking sick. What was this? Imprinting was just taking a shit ton? Okay, so this is significantly downgraded from our current weapon. The strength and the weapon damage are way lower. But there's an idea here that if you hit the gem percent increase or whatever, it just kind of overshadows a lot of things. So I don't actually know if that's true. In this case, we have strength on ours, which is already pretty good. So this is also kind of more of just me finding out learning process as well. Ooh, maybe we just do some quick gem farming today and change the title to that. Probably get some Forgotten Souls doing that too. Anyways, we socketed it, we imbued it, masterworked it, tempered it, everything's good here. And then we're just going to hit it with the Transfigure straight up. Unmodifiable. Ah, it made the strength a GA. I was like, what happened? Not an upgrade. And then, yeah, if we just do that over and over again, this is going to be a fucking boring stream. Can I easily change the title of my stream? On both platforms, we'll see. I'm assuming the answer is no. Update titles. It says I can update the titles. And then now I just need to decide what I want to update them to. Gem farming? So gem farming would take us back to speed. If we wanted to go speed, we'd want to not go the triple set. So that's fine. Updating all. Let's go. Think we're good. Yeah. Let's just go farm some jewels. When it comes to gold farming, this is probably not worth. If I can just jump, I guess. We'll run a few of these and then see if running practice techniques or whatever is going to significantly slow this down. It might not. Who knows? And then you can already see players right there outside doing the same thing. But this is the fastest way to farm gems in the game, which kind of sucks. It doesn't kind of suck. This is awful, actually. But it's a decent, it's a decent activity if I want to stream, and I've got something to talk about, which didn't really have any plans today for sort of structure. Let me see if we get any raw crystals. I think every now and then you get some Forgotten Souls from elites, like a 20 or 30 drop. And the more I do this, the more I'm gonna get an understanding of the map layout. I'm gonna need to clear out my inventory, that's fucking annoying. And then I think you just leave dungeon into reset dungeon, and then just do that. Which players have done all the way up to like the highest rank of gem, which is crazy. Can you trade gems? Is there some kind of setup here where actually if you were running before it'd be like Giga? But yeah, anyways, this is something where I'll essentially be like, kind of like turning my brain off and just yapping. And I kind of wish I had something better to yap about, but give me a sec after this one too. I feel like I'm like trying to talk right now and I just barely have something on my throat. So I'm gonna get some actual water instead of what I've got going right now. And then I have yet to see a grand from doing this, but we've never really done a full setup like this, so be right back a sec. Dude, that's fucked up if people are pulling stuff here. Last time I farmed this out, I only did 10. And it was over like a few sessions. But you need 100 for a single Herodric, I think, or lesser Herodric, whatever. Something else that might also be interesting is just spamming sigils until you get a bunch of Seer's Reach for Nightmare Dungeons. That'd be good. Yeah, so Forgotten Soul limiting on farming out weapons. I guess that's fine. In general, it's like I never really min-maxed my characters to that final step, and now I think I remember why, and it's because of this. Eventually, you just run out of materials to make items, and your character's already strong enough to clear all content in the game. So, like, they don't have... And I thought they did. I thought they added it this time. But, like, a difficulty for, like, getting, like, 10x Forgotten Souls. But it's only because your character's so fucking strong. Like, killing Mephisto should drop... I don't know. A lot of my mentality is, like, solo kind of stuff. Because otherwise, if you make it too good for group play, it's like, what are we doing? You just join up Mephisto carries and start getting, like, thousands and thousands of souls. There's no real good solution. But there is a solution that's better than this, I think. or it's the RPG setup where it's like, they don't want you to keep playing. They want you to just kind of tap out. And I can respect that. Come back next season. Been watching a lot of GTRP again. And when I say that, I mean, I've just been watching Space Boy. I don't know how recent it was that he came back. But he's been playing a cop on Chase RP, and then he's also been playing James Randall on Chase RP. And, dude, during, like, the GTA 5, like, it was before, like, the Giga server with Squeaks. And, like, all the randos. I'm pretty sure I was watching James Randall prior to that, or it was, like, parallel to that. I don't know if he was on the same server or what, but, that RP is just so much fun. And, he's back on a new server, and it's just like, okay. I haven't watched this in, like, years. It's all lighthearted, pretty fun. But the streamer's abilities to just fucking log on and then just make new shit up. A little envious, whereas a lot of the games I play, that's more akin to when we play PoE2, I feel like. Every time we're hopping on there in a hardcore character, there's a chance we die. But maybe there's a world where we do some, like... Is there any universe where you can cross role-playing with ARPGs? I don't know. But just watching what those guys do, I feel like you can... Like, RP you could just do with whatever game, it doesn't matter. When it comes to offensively for these gems that we're farming, they're not a huge upgrade. Defensively, though, it's kind of game-breaking. You can get so many resistances just off of, like, the 3 gem sockets that we have. But yeah, when it comes to maybe the final build setup, would really require us to push, I think, the damage a bit further. And I think the only place I can see like a legit double multi again is the weapon transfiguration, and it's just not going to be easy. Should maybe get like a dungeon counter going. Could be good. Get an understanding of how rare the grand ones are. we might want to clear out more of our inventory, or I'll just need to be aware when we kill out. If I click and it starts flipping items. I know Screen Shake made the leap setup a little bit easier, but still not the biggest fan. Hey, we got a grand. Alright, so it's like, I've done this maybe 20 plus times, is my guess. We'll go clear out some stuff here. And then I'm trying to remember if grands turn into the correct value. I think they do. I think grand is the last one that does. We're out of room. Okay, let's drop some of these guys in here then. But yeah, the difference between Royal and Grands is close to 1,000 resistance. We got 3 of those sockets, so you get like 3k res plus all your multipliers or whatever. It's insane overall. I kind of want to do diamonds. But we're also trying to farm up some skulls here, and skulls and diamonds kind of share the same resource pool. You can turn diamonds into skulls and shit like that, so we'll see. But yeah, when it comes to the the GTRP stuff, it was something I never thought I'd want to get into, and it's not like we're going to, but Spaceboy's ability to just kind of take something, in the case of it's GTA, and just make it a lot of fun for not only him and the people he's playing with, but just like anybody watching is fucking incredible. My strength normally all time has been the not long form. What do you call it? More YouTube video stuff. Yeah, I guess explainers is the best, honestly. I'm not the best at editing those on it in the end. We did a decent job, I feel like, in SOD. Maybe that was our best setup. And then early Diablo 4 I had some pretty cool stuff. But it was because most people were just playing what was broken. Maybe I do have to give some credit to the D4 content creators. If they just stick with the most meta thing, it actually leaves some doors for creators to fill in the niche stuff. Never really thought about it like that. But the videos we put out so far, only one of them has taken off, and it was the Mephisto T12. And I don't have a perfect setup for that yet. We're like, there was one version of my build where if I got through the 2 hands at the start of phase 3, it was almost guaranteed I get the kill. But I almost feel like I've lost that now. Like, I have to go back and like look through and figure out which which setup it was. I think it was my highest damage setup, so I don't think it was mythic. I think it was 5-piece Arms of Ariat plus Banished Lords, and then swapping Banished Lords for Endurant Cry in phase 3. We got a Grand Skull. Holy shit. I don't think I have a single Grand Skull yet. So yeah, Grand Skull. Again, insane Fizz res, but when it comes to the offense, it's 2% more damage multi. So if I really started to socket these guys in, we'd be getting barely any benefit, but let's do it. But yeah, the live stream stuff is more for consistency. For me, initially last week, it was just me starting out doing giving my day some structure. We're also playing a game that had a lot of progression in it though, so I was like really excited to jump on and actually put some time in. And now that we've kind of hit the end game, like the true end game, not as excited, and then also not as interesting for people to find. You know, we're not going to be getting major upgrades and then like pushing new content. Like we've kind of cleared it all out. So yesterday we did a shorter stream. That was partly because of food. Had some stuff I had to go do middle of the day, grab some lunch, etc. Today we could do a longer stream, but again, like I've been saying, it's not, there isn't too much of a point until this patch hits tomorrow. So we'll see. And then I might have to think about other ways to, like, dude, killing him before he goes invis is pretty funny. I haven't thought about what we're gonna do. And maybe that's enough. Maybe us just hopping on for a few hours a day just to kind of give myself a break mentally from everything else that's going on is just the best thing to do. And right now it's Diablo 4. PoE could easily be an option, and then that one is way easier to kind of tell a story with. Every single moment, there's a chance we die. So I guess technically we could do... Let me check the Barb leaderboards after this. I could boot up a hardcore Barb character. I just hate on-death effects so much, man. Especially as melee. But I think all that would mean is we just do T10. Like, I don't think our character could die at all in T10 with some of these setups. And I'm guessing you don't need to farm T12 for, like, too much crazy shit. It's, like, the truest, like, endgame gear, but, another thought today, which maybe I will pull it up. That sounds like a lot of fun to you. We might go do the Cal level. But yeah, there was a video type that I wanted to try for PoE, and then I don't remember why I quit doing that one. Like, there are a few videos where I've put effort into making them and editing them, and then I just, in the edit, I'm like, nobody gives a fuck about this. Why am I doing this? And then I just stop doing the video. And that one was specifically talking about playstyle. So when it comes to Diablo already, like, I'd have to just take every set, put every set together, and then probably run it through like Pit 100. I think Pit 100 is just T10. But Pit 100 might be T12 actually. It's like Pit 80 or whatever. And And then I could do like an interesting video where it's talking about, hey, what kind of playstyle do you like? Do you like spin to win, where it's you hold down, you know, again, I haven't played it yet, but from what I remember, you hold down one button, and then most of the decision making you're doing is where your character is spinning. I don't remember if you have cooldowns that you actually care about. I think most of the time you're just spamming all your cooldowns. The Ancients build we got going, it does seem even more spammy, although I did see a version where it's like ult variation and then you go like Mighty Throw. Seems like it could be interesting. The Mighty Throw setups, if you could go for like a one shot with it, could be really cool. I just don't know if we can get that strong. But yeah, what we're doing right now is actually super similar to some of the early D2 farms. Farming Mephisto over and over again, right? You jump into the dungeon, you reset the game, you go back, spam telly to Mephisto, kill him, repeat. So I don't think they meant to have this be a thing, but it is. The best way to farm Royal and Grand Gems is to just spam out some stuff. The base level content in the new zone. Yeah, the first iteration of the cow level stuff, I was on it day of. I like joined the Discord. I killed 600 cows or whatever. We got access to like the thing, and there was like nothing. And then every season after that, I was like, oh man, are they finally gonna add it? They're gonna add it. It took them 2 full expansions until it got in, and it's still not. It's more of like the a WoW style secret quest than it is like the OG cow level, which is, I mean, it's whatever. But I think the people who discovered it along the way had a lot of fun doing it. Meanwhile, people like me who, in that way, are way more casual and just kind of want to play and discover stuff, wasn't nearly as fun. At the end, just being able to moo at people is kind of cool. You unlock an emote, so maybe that's worth it by itself. Or maybe they could have done... Maybe the Cow King's hide actually is cosmetic. I didn't even think of that. If I do that today, we might find out. I'll pull up the guide in a bit though. Once I get bored enough about the gem stuff. There's been a lot of people talking... Never mind. I don't know who the casual player is anymore. But I've seen people say that they don't like the unique changes, and I feel like the unique changes are one of the best changes they've ever made. Giving players a reason to farm. Sorry, rephrasing that. Giving players a reason to play the game is actually really nice. So many of the uniques, like the power comes from the affix. So to be able to get like a 2 mod unique, like it still should be worth it. So you should never really like feel like too bad when you see one drop. if your first one is terrible, it's like, okay, that's going to always feel bad. If you get really unlucky, I guess, over and over and over again. But there's so much. They just drop so often. You can target farm most things. The ones that you can't target farm, maybe that's what people are up in arms about. But like everybody, the conversation is just too vague right now. For most really common uniques, having the mods be able to swap is really sick. Let's leave, reset, and then TP back. So we're up to 10 of a few of them. Last time I did this, I feel like skulls were the lowest drop rate for some reason. Looks like, yeah, skulls and diamonds are just a lower chance. But we'll keep going. I think all I need is 10 to get to grand. And then you need 10 grands to get to Harajic. So we'd have to take what we just did and do that 10 more times. Which, it's honestly only been like maybe 20 minutes. So it'd be like a few hours for us to get an insane gem. But that is not what I want to do. I'm just doing this to fill the gap between what I felt like was something that I was really hoping to do weapon stuff today, and then just 0 Forgotten Souls is just frustrating, so wanted to give myself a break and the ability to kind of like reflect on what we're going to be doing here. Competing against other D4 streamers is also not something that's on my radar. We changed the timing, so streaming early, just because I was curious to see how it'd feel. I liked it for IRL purposes, but then consistency on people showing up is probably lower than I thought it would be. So maybe my audience is actually later. But more likely my audience is just Pee-wee too, so we'll be headed back in that direction later this month. And then I really just need to build the idea of like a brand out on it. I'm even thinking of changing the name, but it's been something I've been thinking of doing, but it's just, I don't think you could do it very easily on YouTube, right? I'd have to like make a whole new YouTube setup, and it's just like, I don't want to deal with it, even though I should. We'll go till 1:30, and then I'll change what we're doing up, but we're going to be pushing gems area. Pretty important. I also did have the frenzy set up to the point where I could push like a 130. And then I fucked up and didn't socket the amulet though. But like it still might be fine because it was already like the one-shot build. So for today it could be fine to still just try to get a few clears in at the end here. More likely though, we'll try to go for meth kills because those are less frustrating. Less of like a timer, more of just a dodge. The hands were golden. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. I don't actually know how hard it is to get started on a fresh YouTube account. But what I'm imagining is maybe not, well, dual streaming or changing and figuring out a way to, on the restream, play my music on Twitch, but not on YouTube. Because watching Damods, that was one thing that I noticed. He's got his own vibe. Anybody who's shown up, it's like he's got his soundtrack. Dog's always done that too. Firebat as well. Just kind of iconic. But I feel like my tunes would just put people to sleep. The other thing that's always interested me about the GTRP stuff was how I'm talking about streaming right now. I feel like is baked into the creators over there. Like Spaceboy, again, playing like a cop character, gets promoted to chief, and it changes like the dynamic of everything about the server. And then he's just constantly talking about like how he approaches RPing. And that to me is kind of where I've always gone when I'm talking about streaming. Like, oh, I'm like talking about how I approach streaming. It's just like, this is... Most of the people I watch, they don't talk about that shit at all. Right? Fucking... I don't even know what Dabmoz talks about. It's been so long. Or like, I don't know how often Dabmoz actually talks about the games when he's playing. Normally he'll do like sections where he does like review style stuff, but in general he's just having a good time talking to his chat. And it's just so hard to... You can't really talk to non-existent chat on my side. So being able to kind of talk through the server or like the game that you're playing on as something that you're progressing, that's part of what appealed to me a little bit. Because then it feels more valid as opposed to just like talking about, oh, I want to do this for the stream and I want to go this direction with it and I want to think more through some of these ideas. Just like, shut up. Let's just game, man. That's why Deadlock might have been a good option. I just boot it up, I get into comp, and then just say fuck it, good luck. The only issue there is that it's like... What do you call it when you're... I accidentally booted up a comp game when I was in a call with friends last night. I was trying to play the most fucking brain-dead ARAM style thing, and it just put me into comp, and I was just like, what are you doing? Ladder anxiety is the term. So like, if you're trying to like rank up, sometimes it's like you don't even want to queue up anymore, even though the game's pretty fun, right? I definitely hit that recently. But more than that, I realized I was spending too much time playing that game. In that game, you're just locked in completely. Is that a triple GA gloves? That is an insane pair of gloves for double swing. What the fuck, man? I've seen a few people talk about a double swing build, but I haven't looked at it. I know there's a way for it guarantees fortify. 20% chance to do double damage is really cool. All stacks expire simultaneously. What? Is there an AoE option over here? Yeah. Okay. Also hits 1 additional chime and an extra 2 okay, so that's another double. No, not double damage. It's got an extra multi. So that's for hitting more often, which that could work. Or you hit more enemies. These additional hits grant skill stacking up to 8, so 40% increased attack speed with an extra sweep. Slice and dice is probably the way to go, was my initial thought. Ah, never mind. Or you go dust level scaling. But similar to what I'm currently doing, double swing requires you to stand still, and the current version of the game we're playing does not let you stand still. You might have to go some kind of invincibility build. But double swing would be really good for the freeze setup, I think. Get a single freeze going, double swing a trillion times, and then it kind of blows everything up with the Frostburn setup. But we don't have I don't think we've yet to see another pair of Frostburns drop. Yeah, going through playing this blind, getting reminded about how all the systems works in this game, and then being able to explain them to people is pretty nice. Healy 2 is going to have some similar stuff, but then it's also going to have apparently a bunch of secret stuff to get into. The secrets in that game are less game-changing and more just kind of like fun little things to run into, so that's going to be more in the direction of where we want to go. We tried to get into the idea of my opinion mattering, and the topic at the time was life. And I mean, interestingly enough, GGG's solution to life was not like they didn't agree with the community either, thank God. But the community wanted more life nodes. Instead, they introduced and added to every single item in the game the potential to have a new health pool system called the Ruonic Ward. So we're going to see how that goes. But basically, the topic that I wanted to hit on with people, I tried to build arguments out. Because before you want to get on like talk to somebody in like an interview or like a podcast session, right? You don't want to come unprepared. So as I was doing it, I was just thinking like, do any of the people that are complaining about this care about what I'm saying? And the answer was definitely no. So it's more so just talking for talking's sake, and I pulled back from that as well. But the idea that you've played like 10 years of the same game, and in that game, there's little things you click on and you get 10% more maximum life or whatever, and you want to go back to that system, it's really hard to convince people that like like, and even the argument, like, I don't know, I'd have to talk to somebody and just see what immediately, like, the rebuttals are, but, like, the idea was that if you go that route, they become mandatory. So if you're going a life build, you now have to take 15 points on the passive tree and just always put them into the life nodes. And that's boring, right? That doesn't necessarily make much sense. So in PoE 2, things already from the beginning were different. The reason why strength classes had more life was because you get more life from strength. So when you're looking at the passive tree, you can go back and kind of think about any node with strength on it as a life node as well. And I feel like that was way better of an approach, right? Attribute stacking, it's more thematic. Just everything about it made way more sense to me. And I didn't have to put a bunch of defensive or nodes into like defensive stacking stuff. I do know one of the rebuttals is well, ES builds have ES percentage on the tree, so like it isn't fully removed, right? Like somebody already has to do that thing that isn't very RP forward and just they like one of them is kind of old school, one of them's new school. But the issue that I have is like that doesn't, like, you're changing the conversation then, right? Like I like how life works. I don't like how ES works. By the end of my my Mace Druid, most of my, like a lot of points on my tree were just in percentage ES for EHP. And it was like, that didn't feel good at all. Versus if your idea is just to like be the most, you know, maxed out strongest character in the game, go meta, and your issue is that you can't go life because it's not good enough, like that's valid, but I would much rather play life builds in the current state of PoE 2. And again, that's not like, I'm not trying to make controversial statements, and that maybe that's something I need to try to start making clear. I hit on it on the PoE 2 sub where it's like people, there's just a lot of players, a lot of different kinds of players who play this game, and I know there are a lot of just younger players who get caught up in the casino side of it. And when you kind of get into this mode of like, you're addicted to this game, and things don't go your way, it feels really bad. So taking a step back and realizing you shouldn't get as invested is definitely the way forward if you want to play the game in any healthy manner. But you can't easily make that point online. If you tell somebody to not make a post and go outside instead, they'll get mad at you. I really don't like the discourse that's just a bunch of complaining. And when it comes to gaming, that's a majority of the discourse online. Why most of the streamers that I've gravitated towards have been, I wouldn't say niche, but like definitely oddballs. That mods is pretty basic, not basic, we wouldn't even say normie. But he's pretty, vanilla? I don't know. He's the most all-around streamer I think I've watched in the ARPG genre. Most of the other ones are like, I mean, early on ARPG stuff was like pretty degen hours, right? So like Quinn in D3 was just doing and yelling and screaming and all that crazy shit. And then most ARPG stuff is like botted out. So you have like cabals and shit, just groups of players going through, doing everything ASAP, like fast as possible. Then you have the WoW, like mythic raider mentality bleed over. So like some of the best players in the game now were actually MMO players first. It's just all really interesting. But when it comes to Alkaiser, again, just kind of chill. Doing insane shit his own way. Doesn't line up with anything anybody else is doing. Lily's pretty fun too. But primarily, I mean, I just don't watch PoE anymore, actually thinking about it. I think the most I watched PoE was during Gauntlets, and Alk doesn't really like doing Gauntlets anymore, and I never really liked watching Ben and Exile play Gauntlets. Their approach was like, I mean, I'd have to like refresh my memory, but they felt more on rails than Alk for some reason. And I think it's just the builds. I just enjoy watching melee. And I don't enjoy like meta ranged, unkillable ES, lightning shield or whatever the fuck. Whatever weapon, energy weapon setups. I don't know what the meta is this league, but I didn't even pay attention at all to the latest gauntlet. But yeah, I think my original niche that I was making out for myself in PoE 2, which never, like, I feel like I was never seeing, I don't know if there was any growth there, was, and maybe it's because the game's not out yet, but once the game comes out, there's a gap between people who don't play RPGs and then people that do. And I was playing a lot of Bolitro when it first hit, and Bolitro is the best way for you to kind of view the ARPG systems in a more casual format, and it kind of demystifies this idea that like, wow, the PoE tree is so in depth. PoE is such like a complex game. You have to be, it's almost like the Rick and Morty style fucking, you have to have like 200 IQ to play Path of Exile. It's like, no, actually, Path of Exile is just full of degenerate gamblers, and most of them just follow build guides that other people make. The people who are making the builds at the top and like finding bugs and shit like that, there's definitely a lot of smarts in it. Game's insanely complex. I'm not doubting that. Combat side of things, PoE 1 was a joke. I think PoE 2 is bumping it up. The boss fights are way more complicated than before. They're way more movement focused, which is kind of interesting, because I don't know how to put that on a scale where it's like damage uptime versus movement, and like, does that make the game more complicated, or is it actually just patience matters more? Anyways, bridging the gap is way easier than you'd think, and that was what I was initially trying to do. When it comes to Diablo 4, there's no real gap to bridge. You just show people the items that you need to use, and then anybody can do it. And that's pretty nice. But when it comes to PoE 2, not as straightforward. And actually, there's one D4 content creator that's is sort of doing this. He's still sticking on like the sort of, I mean, it's presented in spreadsheets and like Google Docs and shit like that, so it's a little still not as welcoming as you'd want it to be. But he's trying to sort of make it clear to people that Diablo 4 scaling is more complex than it was on launch, and like, this is how you need to like gear your character in order to get as much damage out as you possibly can. But just once you know the system, it isn't like you need the spreadsheets. Like, it really is just, okay, there's like 2 separate multipliers, 3 separate multipliers. And maybe I do a video like that, but it's just, it really doesn't matter to the average player. I make a video like that once, and then what? Right? You can't keep making, like, I guess technically I could keep making the same video over and over again, but I don't think that works. Alright, we hit our 130 mark. I could go until I hit another Grands. Let me actually check if we've hit... Ah, we did. We got a Grand Topaz at some point. That's cool. But in general, we've hit around, like, 20 of most, and then 10. So it looks like Skull and Diamond are kind of split. But we did get one more Grand Skull. So let's go back and then try to kill Mephisto here with a different setup. Let me see how many Forgotten Souls are up to now as well. I'm guessing we don't get like any from doing that. I saw one rare drop. What the fuck? Okay. So that isn't too bad for farming Forgotten Souls. What the heck? Okay, so killing one of those gets you a hundo. I kind of want to kill one of these just for... Let me just look it up. Grand Sapphire. Salvaging Grand Gems doesn't give full turns. Default. Salvaging a Grand gives 100 instead of 1,000,000. Is that a thing? Yes. So we cannot salvage the Grands. We salvage everything else though. And then we can take some of these other types that we don't need in tournaments, types that we do need, so go that red if we want. What do we do? Can make 3 grand rubies. Interesting. How many? Oh, wait. Wait. D4... Herodric... I didn't realize. Do you need 10 or do you just need 3? It takes 5 grands. Interesting. So if we have... Where's our topaz? We have enough for a grand topaz, or a Herodric topaz. Let's go for it. I did not realize that. This is way more obtainable than I thought. Amalgamation of 5 grand topaz into lightning res 2625. Roderick topaz 3,500. Fucking crazy. We can do that with our other resistances if we want. We can also maybe do that with a diamonds. Not at the moment though. Good to know. Where's Skull's at? One more Grand Skull. Let's do that real quick. Can I favorite the... Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, now we're gonna go for Mephisto kills here real quick. I have a setup here that says boss killer. It doesn't even have the Mighty Throw set up here, so I'm wondering if I just fucked this up somehow. But let's equip it. I keep having these gloves. That's what's been going on. All my old ones are saved to this old pair of gloves. Let me save overwrite. Like, I think we were doing 60% less damage than we should have been the entire stream today. So this is damage reduction. I kind of want to move away from it for meth. And then this is our triple setup with banished, but like, I see. So I just had this in there even though I didn't need to. See if I have a more crit chance. I don't think we got a crit chance Arms of Variet outside of this barrier generation one, which is fucking sad. We've gotten so many of these seals and we just still don't have it. And then we need Dirt Fate. Okay, so this is the highest damage build we've ever had. Pretty sure. I could swap the weapon if I wanted to. It is the Mighty Throw setup, so that's good to know. And then is it Frenzy or is it Bash? It's Bash, yeah? Yeah, Bash. And we're not running Iron Skin. Okay. So this is the setup that would almost guarantee us a kill, I think, if we dodge. But what you're going to see is we're going to get in there. I'm going to get hit by some of the red glowing orb things, and we're going to instantly die after we run out of potions. Our resistances are insane on fire, lightning, and poison. I almost feel like Fizz is in this fight a good amount, but it might just be phase 1. Like the hands at the end. I wonder if the hands are Fizz versus poison. Like I don't think there's a lot of poison, so I'm wondering if we take a grand... Let's swap out the... Let's make one change here with our gem setup and just see if it helps. Alright, boosted our Fizz way up. Oh, no, not fire. I'm colorblind. We got Fizz, fire, lightning. That's my guess on this fight. For what matters. We've got the 20, 40. We could go higher on the board, but I think we're chilling. And then our damage is just going to be off the charts. So let's give it a go. We've got 2 Cruxes. So hopefully if we get like a one-shot or like first 5 attempts on this boss, we could just cruise on into killing him again. The setup that you're going to see is the best damage for phase 1, phase 2. And I get to spam through the damage that I take with potions here. I swap on Endurant. I didn't make it in time, but Endurant here because the fireballs are guaranteed to one-shot, and then the sort of snaking Fissures at the end of phase 2 will also one-shots. I thought for a second I had a solution to the hands running around the edge of the arena. Did not work. I don't know if it matters which direction your character's looking. I don't know if it matters if your character's running. But today maybe we can try to figure that out once and for all. Might have to swap to the other boots. Having Fury regen on this fight matters a good amount. We phased, and then more importantly, we got stagger, so we just need to dodge one set of fissures, and then hit challenging. There he is, challenging. And now he's dead. So again, this setup's insane. The hardest part is this final phase. Something I have done is instead of going Endurant here, you go Iron Skin Invincible. It's called Endure. And you become unkillable for 3 seconds. The only issue is that there are way more things than just the hands that can one-shot you. So it's not really worth. So really what we need is a setup for being able to spawn these hands and like a pathing that we can just run every time where a character is going to be fine. And I just don't have it. But what I have seen is maybe getting close to the boss could be a solution. So I'm going to run at him. We got hit once. I have 4 potions to hopefully get past it. And we did. He's going to come down with the slam. No, we phased him. Yes, thank God. We could actually kill him here. We phased him with damage. We just did enough damage. So I think we just get the kill for free, actually. He's going to go into the... This is the chomp form. I have died to this before, but it is pretty rando. If we get the stun off here, I think we're cruising. Please. Let me just stun you, dude. Thank you. Then we just have to kill him through this shield. So if I swap to Banished Lords here, he was dead. But now I think we're dead. We'll see. We killed him, but I think we're dead. Just so fucking stupid, man. Okay, so that's the key, though. You need to be able to do enough damage while the hands are up, where the only thing you have to dodge is the hands. And what I was saying there was when he got stunned, if I swap this out for Banished Lords, he was dead. So we'll do that next time and just see if we can make this work. Alternatively, I wasn't paying attention. I don't know if we had I don't know when I popped Ancients in the final phase. But if I just had Ancients up, I think he would have died too. Well, he did die. Maybe Endurant isn't good in that final phase. I mean, we got hit by his, like, auto attack too, and that took us all the way down. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't spamming rallying as much as I should have been too. There's a lot. Oh, what the fuck? Sorry, I forgot you force the poison by getting in the melee range. There's so many things that you can trigger on this boss that if you get too distracted, it just doesn't work the same way. I think we mess phase 1 up even without the ancients. Oh, do I not have vulnerable? No, we should. Alright, so same deal. Just dodge, dodge 2 sets of hands, but apparently dodge them into him and then start going crazy with the damage. Oh, how's it going, Tess? Looking to kill Mephisto twice right now, and the setup I have right now is the one that I did off stream where I was just one-shotting him. We got a kill moments ago, but then I died after the fact. So we'll see if I can do it again. And all it was me just running at him here. Yeah. First set of hands dodged, second set of hands not dodged. I don't know what it is, man. I started to attack, but I think even just attacking barely there is just gonna get us killed. Let's fucking do it, dude. Let's do the invincible setup instead. And the reason why I want to try this is because we can also swap off our chess piece. Four Fury, 7 Fury. Let's get the other boots as well. Alright, so this setup I think is going to break the game. And then the only way... I'm not allowed to get hit by anything. And in this first phase, that might be a little annoying. But we're doing... It should be 4 times as much damage. Max. We just saw 17 trillion. I don't know if that's maxing out, though. I think there was one more 30% multi on that. So 30% of 17. I think we'll get up to like 25, 23, 25. And then anytime I'm looking to take damage, I use Iron Skin. And the hope here is that because of Endurance giving me a dot, anytime I get hit, like I'll survive, but eventually I'll just fucking die to the dot. Whereas this, it just takes the hit. Kind of like a cheat death. So it's way better than Endurance. And we do triple damage. I pressed my thing early because normally in phase 2 I press 2 to get more stagger, but if I save Iron Skin there, I think this is gonna be GG. I think we've got the new boss killing setup. Yeah, 30 trillion is the value that we can hit with this setup. So this is definitely maybe some of the highest single target you can get with my version of the build. I don't know how it compares to the Ancients or Whirlwinds. I saw an Ancients boss killer. I don't know if it was T12 though, but I swapped to try the Ancient set out, and it didn't seem like the boss damage was insane. But he also might have been doing the Mighty Throw ultimate variant, so like I think the one I put together was just kind of garbo. Okay, so I'm just waiting on Iron Skin, and now we pop it. Yeah, we have enough damage to just break phase 2 as well. Okay, and now the hope, which before I thought I had to dodge 2 things. I don't have to dodge 2 things. I have to dodge the hands. So I have to dodge the first hands, and then I have to run directly at him, start doing my damage, and Iron Skin the second hands, and I think the fight's over. That's the hope. And that should be really consistent. You should hopefully be able to consistently dodge the first set of hands. Especially if right now my character has I have the Fury set up, so I actually have the Fury to cast my move speed. So we should be able to outrun this first set of hands. And now we're good. Okay. Now go for the kill. I have cheat death. I couldn't see shit, man. But that was exactly it. We needed him to not do what he just did, which is... I took him from phase 1 instantly to phase 3. In terms of his abilities. He shouldn't have cast that insane lightning thing immediately. That was not okay. That was a 43,000 or 43 trillion damage hit. Okay. Yeah, we got some damage. And then most of the fight time now is just these cutscenes, I feel like. Fucking A. The hard part is actually staying locked in. Oh shit, Space Point live. I'll have something to watch that. Yeah, we doing a bit of damage. I clicked the thing too early. I gotta run. Let's go. Gotta run again. We could easily die here. I'm pretty sure the fissures do damage over time. Or like they don't, it's not just a single hit. Let's just eat it. Okay. Same exact game plan. Dodge the first set of hands. Wait for the second to come out. Use Iron Skin as I'm doing all my damage to him. The issue is that throughout the fight, there's these little red spheres that are just going in directions. And if at any point a single one of those hits me, I die. Which is not fun. Okay. So when he does that move, I also apparently need to dodge. I was hoping I was going to phase him. We also got stuck on the hands. I don't know how common that is, but it feels really common. I don't know what I was getting stuck on. Like it, because there's should be no other terrain on the fight. So like if I'm moving in a direction, I should be able to just slide along them. But I felt like I popped Iron Skin a bit early. But I don't know if I can, I have the move speed, I should be able to. I don't know if he tracks, though. So with the move where he has the arm, I don't know if I can actually run behind him and dodge it. Then I was seeing people posting drop rates, and it's looking like a 2% drop rate for Mythic Seals off this boss. So kill him 50 times, maybe you'll see one, which is crazy, especially with how long this fight takes. Again, I'm stuck on something. I don't know what it is. We're dead. It's so stupid. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what triggers him to not do that slam, because I thought we were gonna get it there. Because we got him 33% of the way down, but then he still did the move anyways. And it's just impossible to fucking dodge. Dodge consistently. So basically, he hammers the ground, and then he sends out two fissures from the same location, and then he hammers the other hands, and another two fissures go out. There's a lot of content in this, or like a lot of abilities in this fight that have like a weird tracking mechanic where they'll track at you, but then they'll like flicker away. So if you try to like dodge, they'll just dodge straight into you as well. It's really fucking stupid. So with the fissure, like I can't predict the direction it's gonna go, and it just starts I know where it starts. And then it's RNG where it's going to end up, and then it just fucking slithers straight into me and I die. So maybe some way to reset Iron Skin is all we're looking at. Maybe that's the goal. We got an insane hammer with 20% cooldown reduction, so maybe there's... I'll think about it. Maybe we got some options. Cooldown's 14 seconds. If I can reduce it by... It only goes on cooldown once the 3 seconds are over, though. But if running around makes it half, and then I just ult for the 6% or whatever, maybe that's the exact setup. So it's a double cheat death. I gotta dodge this way. Let's go. Okay, please phase, dude. Fucking phase. What? I don't fucking get it, man. What I'm thinking is this one. Where is this? This is all? No, what is this? Alacrity. It's a resource, so I'd have to put it on my ring. But basically I could use the cheat death, and then if I run around, and then there's another one for like casting an ultimate reduces your other skills by 9. So like, what is this? Is this also resource though? This is also resource, so I'd have to... I don't fucking know. I'd have to swap out Starless Skies for it, and it's like... Is that worth it? Maybe? I also might just be getting tripped out too much and not doing enough damage. Because, like, the damage we just did there on the final phase should go ham. But I'm, like, more... I don't even know where I'm looking. But the plan should be... Run in his direction. Get the Ancient out. Get on top of him. And after dodging the first set of hands, just kill him. Instead, I like go down and try to do some weapon swap stuff. But I think mostly I just need to... Even Rallying Cry can save. So I just need to auto attack. Rallying Cry. Keep it up so I have the move speed. Auto attack. And then as I'm headed... Or, no, just... Simple. Bottom of screen. Make sure I have Rallying Cry. Start heading towards him. Dodge the first set of hands. Get on him with an auto attack, spawn the ancient, and try to one-shot. See if this will work. I don't know what I did to. You can't tell me. I think it was the fireball there or whatever, but like we... And I also thought I used cheat death. I think I heard it come out, but it was just a little too late. I don't know. Anyways, it caused us to dodge way off course of where I wanted to be. Right, like if the first set of hands is fucking straight up perpendicular to where we're headed, it's just like, come on, man. It's so dumb, dude. And there's no... Like, I have so much fucking fire resistance. Even if I had damage reduction, I don't think I'd... I mean, we can test it. We'll test it maybe in a sec here, then. There it is. There it is. The fucking... Dude! Like, I can see him, and then they literally just, like, change course on top of my character. And it's just donezo. But we'd lose, like, triple damage if I was trying to survive those. I mean, let's try it. I'm gonna go get, we'll go res, but I'm gonna go get, as many grand rubies as I can make. Fuck. Really? Did I make them already? I swear we have multiple. Am I crazy? I guess I'm crazy. Huh. Like, how the fuck did we have enough for a... Yo, I feel like somebody was talking about a bug with this. I'll pull up stream. But I feel like we had... How the fuck did we get a... 3 grand topazes? So was we had 2? No, we needed 5 grand topazes. How do we get 5 grand topazes and not enough for a single one of these other ones? Right? Like something definitely went wrong. It's Forgotten Souls? Never mind. 1 sec. What's our Forgotten Soul count at? Might be Forgotten Soul. Yeah, okay, never mind. Okay, so if I wanted to make these, yeah, okay. I need another. We can make 2 more. I need to get a few more Forgotten Souls first. Anyways, okay, we'll try the Materials Might setup. I will see if this will let me tank a single one of those fireballs in the final phase without tanking our damage in this first phase. Our damage is going to be way worse, but if we have Ancients up, I think it should be fine. So Ancients is basically instant. Phase 2 is basically identical. If I can take 1 hit, then that means we can spam fireballs. And then it kind of creates the exact sort of momentum that I'm looking for. And if I had to guess, this was the setup that I used to kill him. It wasn't with the Giga Dam, because this is already like an insane amount of damage. Oh, I fucked up. Oh, okay. Alright, so we're tankier. We're way tankier. So hopefully we can get hit by one of those fireballs. So same exact strat. But now I'm getting into melee range. I'm spamming Q for healing potion as well. And then we still need to dodge the big hand swipe. There's another option where I just fucking run in and get hit by this thing. But I don't think that's ever the actual solution. So really, really good so far. I think we're dead to the chomp, though. Actually, we just died to not the chomp. Before I could, like, I feel like I could dodge through those waves, but now I feel like there's a setup here where it's like you have to dodge. Or maybe I was just getting lucky before. Anyways, that was promising. It seems like we could eat the fireballs. But first phase, again, is kind of a punk without Ancients, and I popped it too late, so we'll chill. I could also get better. I think I have res for these two as well. Oh, this is not... Okay, yeah. Let's go back. Hold up. While we're waiting on cooldowns anyways. This is our better Banished Lords. So we'll swap that on. Then we have... Fur and Beirut. Well, that's crazy. Somehow I don't have a... resistance for, but maybe I fucking bricked it somehow. Something like that. Same. Alright, whatever. The reason why the Ancient setup is so strong is because it maxes out Limitless like instantly, and then every single one of the hammers gets snapshotted to it, I'm pretty sure. Just trying to think if there's a way to do that without doing the Ancients. It's the only solution that I don't, or like, that I didn't find a solution for outside of Deathblow and in the pit. Oh my god. I never dodged left. Yeah, that's the kind of mechanic. There's like 3 different things in the fight that do exactly that. Which is, it looks like they've got one trajectory and then they can just peel off and fucking run straight into you. It's just so stupid, dude. Oh, we're dead. Eh. I could drop even more damage and get more damage reduction. So I might try that after this, but I'm guessing we'd run out of how much damage we have at that point, honestly. I don't know what the difference is between killing him there and getting him into this annoying phase 3 mode, but I mean, we have Iron Skin. I'm gonna try something different. I just feel like the delay though on the fissures is like too high. Like there's too many of them. I have to like dot. I don't know. Oh, fucking throwing. Okay, thank God. Never mind. We should have been fine, and then he did a move that I almost never see in phase 3. Something else I haven't thought about is putting teleport on as a rune. I might try that in a sec. To dodge the hands. I I just have to pop it early. I was saving it, and it's like as soon as the hand comes out, I just need to use it. It's so fucking stupid. I'll go one more. I honestly liked it better when it was like this, when it was an actual fight, and then I could just get hit by like one or two abilities. I kind of hate how the final phase is just one shots or nothing. You can hear it. Oh my god, dude. I'm clicking it, but I need to be clicking it before anything is on screen. I'm clicking it, I'm hearing the fucking sound effect of Iron Skin going off, and it's just too late. I'm like playing... I don't know. I need to react before I'm reacting, basically. I'm gonna try something different here. I'm gonna just see where he goes, stand on top of him, and then pop Iron Skin and just kill him. Oh, that seemed to be more consistent. I'll try that again next time. Same deal. Dodge first, get in, and then as soon as the hands start coming up, just use Iron Skin early. 3 seconds is a lot longer in this fight than I think. I wonder if I could even pop it for the first one and have it still be up, but I'm guessing that'll be that's pushing it for sure. I think we died to this weird fucking thing, like one of those things. I don't know, man. Like I almost need to do a full reset after the hand phase, but at the same time I need to phase him. Oh, let's try a teleport. I have a feeling teleport could be crazy on this fight. I just don't know how it's gonna work. Replace evade with teleport, blinking and becoming unstoppable. Okay. I've never done this before. So we'll test it in between phases here. We didn't have it. That's crazy. I didn't cast my core skill enough. But yeah, if I can just dodge the first one and then teleport out of the second one, and then we just have Iron Skin for backup. Oh shit, I just saw it. It's a faster evade. I don't know if it's gonna fix our problems. That's insane. Actually, hold up. Let me get that back real quick. Okay, we have it again. I think. That could be it. I just don't know if I'm like dodging into shit that's gonna one-shot me if I run into it, because I feel like that's what happened. I feel like I walked into like one of those corpses. So maybe, I mean, if I go back to my priority being just living, instead of phasing him, phase 3 becomes easier, but it just feels so much harder. I couldn't, oh, I'm stupid. So there I tried to teleport instead of just eat it. We'll go again. And then, I'm getting into one of those modes where it's like, I could do this for like another hour or so. But we'll try one more decent phase 3, and then I'll kind of chill on it. But I think the teleport, if I got used to it, I think it could help a lot. That was just a really weird angle where I could see one side of the hands, but it wasn't super clear to me where the other side was. Which, they're always parallel, so it's like, what are you fucking talking about? But, I don't know, it's just weird. And it also makes me think maybe there's something with, like, the direction of my character then. Because how did it get the diagonal angle? Like, it... I don't really know why it would ever do that. Unless it's, like, pure random, but I don't think it's pure random. Alright, so same deal. I think this takes about 10 seconds. We should have Iron Skin up. And we'll just stand on top of him and try to kill with Iron Skin. Before the fishers kill me. Nah, we're dead. It's so fucking stupid. Holy shit. Best version is I dodge and then I do that after. It's fine. I mean, real best version, fuck it. We go damage and then we swap the materials in the final one. That's how I did it in the most recent video. I did I tried to double weapon or like double item swap once I stunned him. Maybe there's a version where we go like insane CC and we just instantly knock him at the start, something like that. Alright, so we got Tyrael's on. If I ever get a stun, we swap to the other chest. We have evade. We've got teleport. But I don't think I care. I just have to be ready to pop Iron Skin as soon as the first hands are down. I'm gonna stay on the edge. We've got teleport. I'm just gonna sit down here and see what happens. I'm looking left. We're learning. Oh, this is really good. Oh, I wasted Iron Skin. I'm so stupid. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. It's the feast. Just gotta run left and out. Okay, we're good. No, we're not. No, we're good. No, we're fucking dead, dude. So stupid. So fucking dumb, dude. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I'm down to do whatever that was again, though. I want to see if that's consistent. If I just hit the edge of the screen and does he just fucking bug out? Because I don't know what that was. And then if I had teleport, I could just teleport out at the start there, I think. I don't think the waves go out all the way. Yeah, I mean, maybe because we weren't moving, the hands weren't picking up on what to do. Maybe it is kind of some kind of movement situation. I don't know. I need to get TP back up. I don't think we're gonna get it. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. I don't know if I can run out if it spawns how I think it spawns, but we'll see. So the second, it's so fucking stupid. Like the hands themselves spawned on top of my character. So I really do just need to press Iron Skin after I dodge the first set regardless. But it does seem like there's some weird bugging out going on at the start where like I think I don't know why I decided to, but I started to move. Maybe it was to get a visual on him, but like if I can just sit there, like how long do I sit there before anything happens? Because he started to move away from me. He moved off screen, and it's like, I don't know. We'll still try that again. But I guess if I'm moving, like maybe the hands never spawn on you. But if I'm moving, I run straight into them as they're spawning. I don't know, it just doesn't... Character move speed in this game's too fast. We didn't get it. We didn't get it, and I don't know what we died to. There shouldn't have been anything that could kill me on screen there. Oh. This is why I don't like the cheese versions. I guess I could go the triple set with like the 10 million damage reduction. Our damage output though is just trash. Oh, I don't have teleport on this chess piece. Can swap that after this. Yeah, patience-wise, we're getting to the bottom of the screen, we're sitting there, we're not moving. Even if things are, like, projectiles and shit are coming at us, we're just not moving. There, we've got teleport. We've got teleport. What I said I'm gonna do. Run straight down, hit the edge. That's it. If the hands go up, we dodge the first set. And as soon as they're done closing, we iron skin. That wasn't that bad. Apparently you can teleport over the hands. That's kind of cool. And then we died to errant fireballs stacking on top of each other. So we'll try see if we can make what we just saw consistent. Like can I do that exactly again? So it starts, he spawns a bunch of weird shit. The first hand goes out, we teleport through it, and then we iron skin, fight him, and hopefully face him. Yeah, it looked like all 10 or so fireballs like stacked up in a line on top of my character for some reason at the end there. Just stupid. Alternative setup I could go for is more ranged, so we don't have to actually get into melee range of him. And that'd be using Frenzy instead of Bash. Only thing we need to do. Alright, I don't know why I stand on top of him there. I guess there's some like damage that he does when he comes out or something. I don't fucking know. It makes sense because I feel like in the attempts with endurance, sometimes I get hit without knowing why. So now I think I know why. when he spawns, sometimes it's a big damage pop, I guess. I guess we could go Tyrell's early and get the teleport up early here. We wasted the teleport. Ah, my damage at the end. I don't know why. It could just be RNG based on when Limitless is rolling rounds. We'll go one more. This is one more. Even if we don't make it to phase 3, I'm just fucking. I'm tired of playing the Blast Cannon playstyle, and tomorrow we should have enough damage reduction to tank everything in the game. So. Alright, same deal. Straight to the bottom, sit there. Patience. I think the hands eventually come out. We just dodge the first one. Iron Skin. Go for the kill. And I should be able to take a fireball or two, which means I should also be spamming Q. Alright. That right there is the exact setup. We got it. Oh, that's what I wanted. I knew. I think we could do it again. So we're going to go one more time. I think I could back-to-back one-shot him. Mythic Seal. We got one. Holy! There are 3 Mythic Seals. 2 of them are really bad. One of them is really good. We've already got it. But the roll that we have on ours, I'm not happy with. We could do better. But that's like a 2% drop from everything that I can, that I've seen from other players. So it's like, holy shit. All right, let's see what we get. 3, 2, 1. I don't know if they look any different. I think they do. Yo, we got it again. I think that looks the same. The little graphic on it looks the same. I think we just got another fucking seal of the diamond mine, man. Okay, give me something good here. Nah, it's Seal the Severed Finger. They look identical though, don't they? Yeah, they do. That's annoying. More than 5 sockets, but can equip 2 unique charms. So it's 2 uniques and a 3-piece, basically. Anyways, I think we need to leave and then reset. But that felt pretty that felt pretty good. And then the idea there being something I wasn't doing last time, which is damaging him through his like fireball phase, or like where he pulls all the faces up on the sides of the screen. Like, I need to get him low enough to where when he's doing the beam after that, I just kill him, so he doesn't even do like the face in the ground kind of setup. Ah, we're dead. Okay, we're fine. Oh, my bad. My bad, my bad, my bad. Who's this? Spilled. But yeah, I feel like the main reason I'm happier with this setup is that when you wait for him to spawn everything first, they're not spawning while you're trying to dodge. So I can kind of like plan out where I'm gonna path, and I just blink over the hands and then look at the rest of the field. I wish this setup was more consistent. I don't know why he doesn't. I don't know, maybe I'm doing, like, maybe I shouldn't do damage here. Maybe I should do more. I'm dumb. Maybe I should do more damage, but like, I want him to phase instantly like he does in phase 1 and phase 2. There's too many ways to die in this phase. I'm gonna do no damage to him. We'll proc the poison by standing in melee, and then we'll get out. I'm so dumb. Alright. I'll do one final run, regardless of what phase we get to. We've got a decent setup now, I think. Oh, we got an Ohm as well. Interesting. So maybe it drops a lot of high runs too. I think if I get 3 mythic seals, I could reroll them maybe. Uh-oh. Alright, we're done. GG's, guys. We're killing everything else in our inventory, and then, is there anything I wanted to do at the end here? I don't think so. I'm surprised that where our Forgotten Souls went, but I guess it was just making, jewels? Or gems? I didn't realize gems, had so much of a cost tied to them. Yeah, we only have 2 of these, right? Or 3? We have 3 mythic seals total. And we'll want to eventually reroll these 2. If that's possible. But this one, no. Gotta keep that. But yeah. I think that's going to do it today, and then tomorrow we'll hop on. I don't know if I have an interview yet, but it'd be later in the day, and I'd have to prep for it, so I think it'd be like a late stream tomorrow if we do it, but it would be with the damage reduction. Thank God. So if I see the patch come in tomorrow and then we try out some damage reduction, this fight might just be a joke. The pit might be a joke. I have no clue. We will see. But overall, pretty good stream. Just farming the jewels or the gems at the start, and yapping I think was pretty fun. And it just kind of lets me think through some stuff. IRL. And I don't know if I can ever marry the GTRP vibe, but we'll see, Tess. It got rescheduled, and then I never got an email. And then I responded asking about it, and I never got an email to that email either, so who knows? But anyways, GG's, guys. We got the meth kill, and tomorrow we got some patch notes to look forward to, so I will see you guys